begin at the top of the mat, feet together, legs strong and grounded. Flex quads. Feel a strong foundation in your legs. If you do bandhas, do mula bandha, and the next one, can't quite remember the name. Come to Ujjayi breath, hands in front of the heart. And we're just going to do a quasi-sun salutation to get down to the mat. So hands down, look up, and then step back. No chaturanga here, just come back into child's pose. From here, come up to all fours. Your arms below your shoulders, knees below your hips, strong, stable, rooted into the ground. Move your hands forward, come up into downward dog. Rotate inside of your elbows outward. Try to keep getting the feet down to the floor until the tailbone away. Come back down to all fours. Tailbone away. Lift up. And back into child's pose. From here, come up to your knees and into a bit of a back bend. Try to keep your bandhas engaged and breathing regulated. And down, low kneeling. Bring the hands overhead. We're going to do this another 3 times. So I'll use less words these next couple times. Down, child's pose. Up to all fours. Hands forward, hips up. Back down to all fours. Up. Back to child's pose. Up to high kneeling. Low kneeling. And hands above head. It's 2. Keep breathing. Okay, come back. Child's pose. Forward the 3rd time. Up to all fours. Hands below the shoulders, knees below the hips. Hands forward and up and to down dog. Back down. Go all fours, this time lifting up, elbow away. And back into child's pose. Up into high kneeling, hands on the hip, push the hips forward. Breathe. Down into low kneeling, and that's 3. One more time at this pace. Child's pose. fours. Down dog. All fours. Child's. High kneeling. Hips forward. Low kneeling. Hands above the head. So now we're going to do that same sequence. We're taking a couple breaths in each part of it. Keep every breath engaged. And then child's pose again. Keep breathing. Up into our nice and supported all fours. Try to get wide across the back. Push your index and middle fingers into the ground. Hands forward, toes under, hips up, heels down, step one away, and breathe. Keep those numbers engaged. Back down to cow. Now a little change here. Traveling down, arch the spine, up into cat. Hold this for 3 breaths. Back into child's pose. 3 more breaths. Up you go into high kneeling, hips forward. And release, come down to low kneeling. And we're going to start changing things up a bit. So hands up. And back to child's pose. Hands forward. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Now up into down dog. back down. From here, come up into high kneeling and bring the right leg forward. Now, if you want, take your left hand and make sure your hips are horizontally even. And then bring the hands up. And you can feel this in your left hip flexor. Keep breathing. Now come back down, downward dog. Down to child's pose. And we're going to do the other side. The top, high kneeling, left leg forward, right hip even, hands up. Down through all fours, up into down dog. Coming down to child's pose. We're going to do similar thing one more time. So up into high kneeling. Keep the bandhas engaged. Right leg forward. Open up that left hip flexor. See if you can sink your hips a little more than you did last time. And then come back to down dog. Down to all fours. And into that. Switch up, down. Bring it up into high kneeling and left leg forward. Bring those hips even, side to side, and hands up. Alrighty, so we're going to come back down into child's pose. That was a warm-up, so now the real fun begins. From here, come up into down dog, and lift the right heel in the air. Try pushing the heel back for one breath. And then open up the hip. Now bend the knee and open up the hip a little bit further. You feel this right along the right side body, right hip. And bring it down. Now the left leg. Left heel up, right heel down. Breathe. Open up the left hip. Bend the left knee. And feel this all along the left side. Come back to down dog. Take a breath here. Now, rotate your left foot 45 degrees and bring your right foot forward. From here, bring your right hand to the right foot and come into triangle. Yeah, rotate the chest open, neck to the left, it's okay. You get there. Don't push yourself too much. You don't want to injure yourself. Now, bend your front knee. Bring your right hand down inside the right foot and twist a little further. If you're feeling extra flexible, try to come into a bind here. I can't do it, but maybe you can. Breathe. And into down dog. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Right foot, 45 degrees. Left foot forward. Left hand inside left foot. Right hand up. Look up. Take a breath or two here. And bend that front leg 90 degrees. Bring the left hand down flat. And maybe try the bind on this side. Now come back, downward dog. Left foot, rotate 45 degrees. Right foot forward. And now, a rotated triangle. So bring your right hand inside the right foot and your left hand up. Sorry, I had that backwards. Left hand inside the foot, right hand up. Now lift the heel of the left foot, rotate a little further, and take a breath here. Hand comes down, up into downward dog. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So, right foot at an angle, left foot forward, right hand inside the left foot, left hand up, and twist. Lift the right heel, right hand flat, twist a little further. Out of this, the down dog. Now, same foot movement into pyramid pose on the right. So left foot rotate, right foot forward. Start with the hands on the hips and bend forward. Try to keep your chin up to prevent marching the spine too much. And bring your hands down to either side of your right foot. You're feeling this maybe pretty intensely in your right hamstring. I know I do. Okay, bring your right foot back into down dog. And on the left side. If you want to add a little spice to this, bring your hands behind your back and lift your shoulders, your hands, to open up your shoulders. Back to down dog. And one more part in the standing section. Bring your right foot forward and come into a high lunge, hand on the hips. See if you can go lower. Really feel that stretch in your left hamstring. Left hip flexor, sorry. Bring your hands up, go a little bit lower. Hands down. Down dog. And the other side. So left foot forward, right heel up, into high lunge. Hands on the hips at first. That right leg away. Now, hands up. See if you can go a little deeper. Okay, come down, hands down, into down dog, and we're going to hold this for 5 breaths. Now, flip your feet forward. You can jump through, great. I can't. And come into staff pose. Keep your bottom engaged. First, just sit up straight. And then come forward, grabbing the outside of your feet. Move on. Bend from the waist here, not from the back. So try to keep your chin up as you fold forward. From here, we're going to come back into a seated vinyasa. So way back, bring your legs up. See how much of a fold you can get here. This is sort of like a forward fold. So key here is try to keep your lower back pressed into the mat all along the way through your spine. Now come down into upward bow. Really, if you have to pull the shoulders under, lift the hips, squeeze the knees together, and then come down and pull your knees to the chest. From here, come up, left leg forward, right foot inside the left thigh. Breathe in, hand up, and out, twist. You can grab the waistband, a piece of clothing here. Do so, and reach your left hand down to your left foot. You need to get your left sits bone out of the way and rock it a little bit, and look over or right or keep your body engaged and try to twist a little bit to the right. If you're feeling flexible, grab your big toe on your left foot with your 2 peace fingers. Bring your right elbow inside the knee, and bring the right arm up and over. I feel this just above my right hip. Okay, now come up, back into staff for a second, and we're going to repeat that seated vinyasa. So, upside down, forward fold. Upwards bow. Really try to lift the hips here. Knees to the chest. And we're going to do that last pose on the other side. So right foot forward, left foot inside the right thigh. Left hand up on the inhale, and around on the exhale. Breathe in, come up, and twist on the exhale. grab the right big toe, left hand up and over. Really feel the stretch all through here. Alrighty. Yet another seated vinyasa. You need to pull the legs forward. Try to see if you can feel your upper thighs against your ribcage. If your belly is as big as mine, you might not be able to do that. That's okay. It'll come with time. Upper bow once again. Shoulders under. Knees together. Not fully together. And hips up. And we're going to do a little bit of a straddle here. So, knees to the chest and come up. Spread your legs as far as you can get them. If you need to put one hand behind, move a little forward. There you go. So from here, walk the hands out. Bit by bit. Inhale, bring your head up, and a little farther forward. Take a couple breaths here. Probably feel this in the hips as well as the hamstrings. Try to keep your toes up and thighs rotated outwards. Come up. Put one hand on either side of your left foot and lean down. Now the other side. And do the best you can. If you can't reach, grab your thigh or your knee. The important thing is that you're trying. Come back through that stack pose into the seated vinyasa. If you don't like this whole seated vinyasa, it's okay. You only got two more. Up into the upwards bow. Knees to the chest. And we're going to get a little bit twisted. So come up, left leg forward, straight, right leg, cross it over the left leg, and hold the knee into your chest. Now take that left leg, bend it underneath, left arm around the right leg, right arm behind you, and see what kind of twist you can do. Breathe in to straighten, and breathe out to twist a little bit further. Come out. You should be familiar by now. Leg straight. Legs up. Hold this for just a little bit. Up the bow. Chest. And we got one more. Right leg straight, left leg over, and pull that into the chest. Bring the left leg underneath. Move your right arm on the outside of your left leg and your left arm around your back. You hear a snap, crackle, and pop in your spine. That's not a bad thing. Just make sure if you feel any serious discomfort, you want to twist a little bit. Alrighty, our final seated vinyasa. Legs straight, up into the upside down forward fold. Try to keep the lower back, in fact all of the spine, pressed into the floor. Legs close to your chest as you can. Come upward bow. And knees to the chest. So we're going to transition into plank. Basically, cross your legs, roll forward, plant your hands, and jump back. So here we go. Now come up into down dog. Right leg up, left heel down, and come into pigeon, half pigeon on the right. Walk that left foot back if you need to. Try to keep your hips level and grounded, and come forward. Depending on how open your hips are, you might not be able to come all the way down. Staying here, it's A-okay. If you can, come all the way down. Bring your left arm through, right arm palm to palm, and look up towards your right elbow. Now we're going to try that on the other side. Keep looking up towards your elbow. And come back into down dog. Left foot up, right foot down, and hit half pigeon on the left. Line those hips, side to side, down to the mat, and come forward. This time, right arm through, and left elbow up, palm. And the other side, left arm through, right arm up. Up, into down dog. And we're about to really open up the front of the body. So come down, left and knees. Probably want to keep your knees a little wider than hips. And feet out so that you can sit down below your heels. So from here, walk yourself back. You can only come to elbows, that's fine. If you can go a little bit further, try to get all the way down and stay here for a couple breaths. Okay, come up. In child's pose, stretch out the back. Up into down dog. And knees down. Keep your toes on the mat so your heels are a little higher. And see if we can reach back into a modified camel. If you can't do this far back, hands on the hips, fine. Either dropping the head or not dropping the head, that's fine too. Regardless, after a couple breaths, come out and reverse that into child's pose. Come up to down dog. Knees back down, and we're going to try a little deeper camel here. So, come up to high kneeling, engage your bandhas, engage your thighs, and see if you can bend back here. Again, hands in your jeans pocket, that's fine. Do what you can do. But don't hurt yourself. Come down into child's pose, just stretch out like that. Alright, just a couple more poses here. Come up, high kneeling. Put your left hand on your left heel, and right hand up and back. You want to try to keep this plane of your body, hips and shoulders even. You don't want to twist too much to the left, even though so it'll feel like that. So come down, and on the other side, left hand up, right hand to the heel, and down into child's pose. Really want to get a good stretch in your lower back here, counteract all this back bending we've been doing. Alright. Come up, down dog. Hold this for a breath or two. Alright, now bring your feet forward into the squat. From here, bring your hands together. Try not to fully drop through, but keep your Mula Bandha and don't sink too low. From here, right hand down, left arm up, and sort of twist a little bit to the left. Stay here for a breath or two, and then transition to the other side. All right. Nearing the end here, folks. So, come back into the butterfly. Stay here for just a couple breaths. Keeping your bandhas engaged. Your knees to your chest, and over to the left as you twist to the right. And the other side. Now, coming to shavasana. I like to do a little pranayama at the end here. Feel free to just lay here in shavasana, hands out to the side, and then do alternate nostril breathing for 10 breaths. Feel free to join me, or feel free to just let the benefits of this practice integrate, feel in your body, where the energy is moving, what good you just did for your body.